Hello, and welcome to Everything Exploding. We're on GTA 5 playing silly buggers with missile pods, it would seem. Can I try and... Well, you know what? We'll go blow up that one. Why not? It's not a GTA race, so all it's done is dent the car. Missiles! That's... How has that worked? I've rolled off of a missile pod. I feel like that should have exploded. But, never mind. It is almost time to go racing. We've got some of the new cars. We've got the Kanjo, essentially like a Civic Coupe going on here. I thought someone was off. Lado tried and then failed to jump start. I mean, Gliska has kind of jump started. The horde of angry cars are running towards... Oh, Team Orange is here already to help out. Lado is to the inside. Oh, Lado can't turn. So, Lado was to the inside, got the car... Whoa! We're all getting a little bit pushed through there. Got the car sort of stuck on mine, so I was preventing Lado's car from turning, which in turn meant us, whoa, kind of stuck wandering wide. We've all made it through. I've been dropped to the back of the field. So it's not a great start for me, but we have... Well, there are 4 laps here, but it's quite a long lap around here. This is a very... It's kind of like the other Kanjo we have in the game. It's a very oversteery front-wheel drive. It feels like it's just got ice-cold rear tyres all the time. The back end really does have a mind of its own in this car. We will get around here, though, and we are sorted out. I mean, the whole pack is still quite close together, so there will be plenty of opportunity to try and work our way up the field. We tried to be a little bit sneaky there. It did not work. We'll go for a little bit of curb boosting, although it felt a little bit weird funny going over those curbs. I don't know how much I trust it doing that, so we should probably be a little bit careful. Mute is on a very tight line through there, and we'll not get any slipstream or much momentum on the exit, so I will make the most of this. Oh, there's a big argument going on down the motorway. That can only end well. We'll try and profit if we can find a little gap to fit through. There was, there was, and then we just ran into traffic. We will go 2x2. Well, we were going 2x2, and now it's all 3 wide and messy. We were being all neat, and then it wasn't. And these things get massive oversteer if you're not careful. Especially over a bump. I mean, you can kind of boot. It's front-wheel drive. You can kind of boot it and save it, which is something at least, I guess. But you just lose a bunch of time. Mute is going to go to the inside. I've got to try and not run into the back of Longbow. Oh. Longbow did not realise there was an Impega there. Oh, Joe is behind. Brazen has come to join, and Amy's fallen over. Amy's had a very big accident, and Lado was getting turned. In the end, kind of turned a danger man. I think Joe's going backwards. Let's just see that right. And, oh, there's been some more contact. So what we're seeing a lot more with these than perhaps anything else is they get stuck together quite easily, and because the back end is so light most of the time, they're really easy to spin. Not so much from bump drafting, I don't think. I don't think they've got that weird collision mechanic, but from other contact, they're really easy to get unhappy, and Team Orange is copying each other. No, that wasn't very clever. That was not our finest moment, really, right there. I saw Blakey turn in. Oh, we're going to go very sideways. So yeah, if you push the car hard, all it wants to do is oversteer. And it just loses so much momentum when you are sliding it around like that. We can go sideways into this corner. It was fine the first time. The second bite of oversteer was less fine. Danger Man is through and up a couple of positions there with a good run. We will hopefully get some slipstream off the back of somebody, maybe, or we will. Actually, I don't really mind understeering wide there a little bit. If we can get a good run on the exit, though it does put us to the outside of the hairpin. Danger Man with the massive amounts of oversteer. Me with quite a lot of understeer. Had to lift slightly to not completely block off Danger Man. There might be some slipstream going on, possibly anywhere. There is going to be some here. I haven't really got anywhere to go. There's a gap now to make a pass. Hopefully make a pass stick. Not quite ran out of the draft there. Alright, 2x2 on the interchange, I guess. Well, no, more than 2x2 has gone on immediately. Ewan's there to try and help Impega. We've got an orange car to the inside. It is now 3 wide once again. Perfect. I mean, it is almost 3x3 the whole way around here, which is complete madness. Bound to end in complete disaster. This is just a lot of cars. I'm just waiting for the big crash. You know it's going to happen at some point. It's when the group of cars this many wide and this oversteery. Someone is falling off the map. I haven't really got any. Whoop. Danny Man just turns up in shot backwards. Oh, I was going for that. Okay, I didn't realise level 8 was about to back out of that one. I was going for the push. Just as level 8 went to back out of it and the gap closed. So that was less than ideal. We're still 3 wide. We've got Mute to the inside, Lumbo on the outside. I don't want to get oversteer. We all survive this. I mean, it's a short run to the finish line here. There's no big slipstream runs going to be happening in this race. It's just not a big enough. Not a big enough run. You get a big run towards technically turn 1 here. Oh, Lakey ended up sideways. Don't know if it was assisted or done on their own. I didn't see, just through the sea of metal that was going on in front of us. I'm not going to have a dive to the inside here because it's a fast corner, and, well, oversteer has been a big problem for a lot of these cars. We will maybe get the inside down here. No, I'm moving around over the bumps. I see a Lado behind. Everyone's still all bunched up. If you fall off the tail end of this, I think you're going to catch pretty quickly because, I mean, we're all fighting each other quite a lot. I'm hoping Brayson's not still to the inside. It seems like we're clear. Yeah, we are clear. Let's take the inside line through this corner. We might be a little bit slow on the exit. That's the only thing. Impega can get a little bit of that sneaky curb boosting, although we can send them the long way round at the hairpin. And we will take the lead of the race, although we do spin the wheels up on the exit of that corner. We've got lots of cars coming to have a look. Now, I'm not going to curb boost because I move a little bit too erratically for this many people. Well, I can curb boost a little bit here when it's just on the inside. I'm not going to do it down the straights. Blakey's going to give us a push. Some Team Orange teamwork is occurring. And we're going 4 wide towards... Oh, yeah, 5 wide towards here is going to go well, I think. Kliska backed out of it. Probably a wise thing to do. Oh, there's a gap somewhere in all of this. Blakey a little bit stuck. Lado found the gap and went for it. I mean, it worked. It worked. Pega got a little bit unlucky, although we'll be straight back in the fight. We're going to get the oversteer off the bump. Amy fell off a building on the first lap, has caught up to the back. We have of course, got catch up and slipstream. Well, you can see got slipstream, we've got catch up on. So, yeah, if you have a terrible first lap, there's still a good chance you can get involved in the race a little bit later on. Especially when we're fighting like this and Lado's fallen off trying to curb boost. Oh, Lado's going to hope I was looking a different way for that one. But we very much saw that. We saw the Lado just slide off. Now, it might have been assisted by somebody that we couldn't see, but I don't think so. There's a little bit of argy-bargy going on there. Oh, there's some Team Orange... inadvertent teamwork occurred there as everyone was stumbling over each other, and Longbow and Amy have got in trouble and they're still having a crash. I think the crash finally ended. Oh dear. I was trying to steer while my cart was in the air, and that was not going to work up that section. Bloody hell. All is good, kind of. I mean, we're about to get mugged. Where are the other cars going? Okay, if they want to line up, as long as they're... Oh, bloody hell! I didn't realise I had a really good run on the exit of that. So Mute went across the thing to get the curb, maybe. Oh nope, back the right way. Thank you. Ewan got in trouble. It put Mute in trouble. We almost got turned, but thankfully we got booped back to facing the right direction for all of this. So no, we lost a couple of places, but not all that much ground. No crazy harm done there. This is going to get a good run on the exit. I'm hoping my slipstream will keep us ahead of Amy at least, down towards the hairpin. We can be on the inside through here. Mute had a go, trying to make a pass stick. Did kind of work in all of this. We've got a great run through the middle, but I got nowhere to go with it. Right, Mute, do you want to go? Nope. Ewan made it work around the outside. Am I clear to move across? No, I was briefly, and then level 8 turned up. We can't get to Team Orange drafting partner, so we might have... I'm going to have to lift because 4 wide up here is just not going to work as it narrows. 3 wide is dicey at best. Alright, let's go with... Oh, I say 4 wide is not going to work as I proceed to make it 4 wide. No, bailing on that plan. Oh dear. Blakey off the inside wall, and I just couldn't slow down in time. Oh, did not realise there was two on the inside of me. That was my bad on that one. I thought there was only one on the inside, did not realise there was a second car, and we squeezed them. Yeah. I mean, we might be in a good place to get a really big slipstream somewhere, and there might be a big crash, but we've only got about 2 corners to go until the finish. I don't think that's quite going to happen. Although, Danger Man is off by the square of squares. Danger Man is gone and is pointing the wrong way and is out of it, and level 8's falling over. And I ran into that corner way too fast and lost the back end. And it looks like kind of battling for 8th and 9th is going to be the best that we can get. I've got a big toe out of here, but it's not going to be enough. It's a big squabble to the line. I think at least a Team Orange car might have won it. I think Blakey might have got it. There was a crash off to the right-hand side. I did not see who was involved in it. Danger Man desperately unlucky at the end there. It was Team Orange got victory. Blakey took victory from Ewan. I think Joe was in 3rd. We could only manage 7th at the end of that. Did we get a couple of places somewhere? I swear we were battling for 8th at best. And we were going to end up 9th. Maybe someone missed a checkpoint somewhere that we lost, that we missed. Missed the finish line, possibly? I'm confused. Sorry, I've got to have a look at the leaderboard. Impega and Mute must have missed the finish line or something. Because they were definitely ahead. Maybe that was what went on. Well, we got 7th. Was going a lot worse than that. So, you know, that's something. Lado got fastest lap of the race by an absolute mile as well. Bloody hell. We have got something a little bit faster for our next race. This is the Comet S2, I believe. I mean, I'm hoping... I don't know much about this car. I'm hoping it's okay on the bumps. The Kanjo was possibly... I say maybe not the safest over the bumps, with the back end liking to move around a lot. I mean, this time we're going to have to deal with the whole pack close together. Heading into turn 1, I will just kind of hang out wide and try and not cause trouble. And we have got through that quite nicely. Now, for the most part, everyone's made it through. We'll be faster through here. Potentially a little bit wary with the oversteer, of course. But that was also because we had Joe on the inside. Didn't know quite where they were going to end up. Amy tries to have a look to the inside. Doesn't quite make it work. We actually did get that stopped quite nicely with that wider line. We've got a good run. We've got our fellow orange car coming with us here. Not going to have a look for a pass just yet. If we can get a good run out of here, we might be able to do something. Not quite. Danger Man has got the better run. We might take a more conventional line through here, and we can potentially follow Joe through. We're going to get to 2nd and kind of stall out a little bit. Gliska with a much better run around the outside of all of us. But of course, this is going to ebb and flow as we head down the motorway. I didn't know if that gap was going to stay there. Or not. So far, everyone being very respectful and everything being very calm. Now, we know this is not going to last. Oh, Gliska tapped the wall, and sure enough, chaos befell everybody. Everybody's crashed. Gliska's survived. So, Gliska, like I say, innocently, just tapped the inside wall, just turned a little bit too much, and bounced off the wall. And it started a chain reaction crash that wiped out the entire field, bar me and Gliska, basically. I actually think the entire field was involved in that crash, except us two. Well, I mean, like, you couldn't do that better if you were trying to be honest. It was such a good chain reaction crash. Because we were seeing the Kanjos were running to, oh, Longbow, that's so brave, that's so narrow. I didn't realise there was a vehicle going to fit through a space on the outside there. So I doubt Gliska did either. I knew cars were going to come to the inside of us, but yeah, bloody hell. Madness from Longbow. They survived it. I guess that's what matters. Didn't fall off the bridge. Right. We are through the middle of all of this as we head up. God, we've suddenly got a huge burst of speed there. Although 3 wide into turn 1. Oh, Longbow hit the inside wall. Ewan's having a big oversteer moment. We're fine. that was just a typical pick your way through a corner of everyone having trouble moments. I like that corner. It's a great challenge. It's so sketchy. You feel like it should be flat out in these cars, but because of the way the bumps and crests are there, if you take it flat out, you get airborne, and then, well, funnily enough, your wheels aren't touching the ground, and you're not got any steering, so you end up in trouble. Or when you land, you get loads of oversteers. So Yeah, I like it. I like this track. It's a good track. It's a good challenge. Oh, nearly ended up putting level 8 round on that one. We want to just let them back past, and then carefully does it into the hairpin. Can we get a good run on this tighter line? I don't know. We can, but only because we've got slipstream. Oh, I wanted to go for the gap that Ewan found. We had a good run, and I couldn't go to the inside of Joe. But unfortunately, Ewan was closing the gap to the outside, and there's no space here. Where is Danger Man? There's no space out wide for us. Just have to lift the whole way down here. Oh, Danger Man was backing out of that in the last second, which is probably fair. I just couldn't react in time to that one. We will... actually, surprisingly, I was not expecting there to be a gap left on the inside. That's why I waited for a second. I mean, it's no harm done. We get Danger Man a tiny little bump through all of that. So these cars are snapping sideways in a couple of places. A couple of these bumps are snapping the comments. Nothing crazy. Not as bad as the Kanjo. You just got to be aware that it can happen to them. We are going to go 4 and 5 and 6 wide somewhere. Or Longbow not realising we had the big run this time around. It might have been safer to not go for that because I could have fallen off the bridge if I'd been... If they hadn't checked at all, I hadn't seen in time, I could very easily have fallen off that section of track. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's better to live to fight another day than it is to be crazy battling for the lead on lap 2. And the final lap, no one's lifting there, of course not, especially with such a short run. I might have assisted Ewan to landing on the back of Gliska. We were rather impatiently doing the old Morse code on the back of the Frosty Gold machine. And... yeah, that might have helped them land on Gliska. There's no momentum coming off that corner. We have all the momentum in the world, but there's going to be a car to our inside, and indeed there is. We'll hold a third position. Gliska will not be close enough, although we'll very quickly be close enough because we've had to lift and coast a lot through this corner, as Joe's been... kind of in front and not really many space to the inside, and there were cars around the outside. We're on a very tight line. We're getting no speed on the exit. Tried to come across a little bit, maybe get a push from somebody on the exit there. Didn't really happen. Although now we've got a slipstream from the cars ahead, which is helpful. Can we find a gap? I'm hoping there's no Impega still there. There wasn't. I should probably have checked. So the problem is, yes, you want to check, but I've also got to be looking forward where I'm driving. Oh, they weren't going to the outside, which I presumed what that's the problem. You've got to look every which way. You've got to be looking forward to drive and looking back to see where the runs are coming from. And it's difficult. We have got a car on the inside. Oh, okay, I ran that in too hard. I knew there was a car there. I was trying to give it plenty of space, so I just ran it in a little too hard, too late on the brakes. Joe is going to end up across in front of us. Oh, Gliska's there. It's mad. I mean, these are good. The fact that the pack is staying this close together is a testament that they are good cars, these. They're good fun to drive. Oh, Prayson is doing that risky manoeuvre that I tried last lap around. It will all funnel down to here. Yeah. I mean, although it's all gone wrong through this next section. On the final lap of the race, coming off that bridge is so critical, although there might be a little bit of a chance of a slipstream run for someone. But you're going to have to, if you're going to make any big gains, it has to be done on that kind of bridge section. I think it's going to be chaos again. I think we're going to have... Oh, level 8 was early on the brakes. Gliska had no chance of avoiding that one in time. Thankfully, I did see it happening. Ewan's appearing and out of control a little bit there. 2 orange cars are in the middle of the pack, but maybe that'll be good for us. Yep, 4 wide through this dangerous corner could only end very well. I mean, it's ended surprisingly good, but me and Impega lost a lot of time. Blakey, 2 brave under brakes there. You know, on a bit of a funky line was... There's just so many cars taking so many different lines at so many different speeds. It is just chaos, essentially. And we've had a bad lap. We've just been stuck in kind of traffic a little bit, and we've not lost touch of the lead group, but there was that little gap. We had a good hairpin there, though. If we can get in the slipstream of level 8, it'd be really helpful. It looks like we might be able to here. Gonna have nowhere to go, though. Can we push with these? Okay, level 8 moved slightly where I didn't expect them to. So the bump, I mean, it does look like there is potential for some bump drafting with these cars when the going gets crazy. That's 3 wide at the corner. I said 3 wide was stupid, and that was in cars slower than these. 3 wide at these speeds is stupid. Well, we were assisted into that corner. I did not want to go in there with that speed, but it was decided I was going. I mean, it all worked. Again, light contact like that, that's fine. Oh, Danger Man is around. Lado's going to fill the gap in front of us, and now it's 3 wide through here. I mean, this might be a race-winning move if you're willing to risk falling off down there. Someone has fallen off on the outside. Okay, and this is a little bit of a test as to whether that is a run that I will take on the final lap. Could you still... Oh, I won't win with that big kick of oversteer. Oh, Danger Man went to the outside. I don't quite know. I don't quite know why. I say why Danger Man ended up going to the outside on that one. I was fully expecting that car up the... I was slow. I know I was slow going towards it, which I think is what caught Danger Man out. Because that big kick of oversteer mid-corner. And, yeah, I guess Danger Man was opting to go around the outside there. Me expecting the car to fire down the inside kind of moved across in a way not predicted, and that led to an unfortunate spin. Oh, Amy with a big twitch. I was already committed to going wide there, and the only way to keep momentum was to kind of go around the outside. Oh, that's far too late on the brakes. Danger Man was also late on the brakes, had a big dive. Alright, we need to try and catch this lead group because this is a longer lap around here than some of the tracks. Me and Pega and Danger Man and Amy need to not fight each other into oblivion. And Mute is here as well. Oh Christ, it's going to be a big gaggle of cars. Yeah, we're probably not catching the lead group. Although not impossible because of the back straight down the motorway with the interchange. We got the run on Mute. Mute wanted that curb boosting. One of the yellow cars is over. I don't know if it was Lado or Brazen. So yeah, we've got Team Orange, we've got Team Yellow today. In all of this, we've got kind of Team Blue. They're all different. We've got kind of Team Turquoise, and then Gliska's Team Blue, I guess. And we've also got Team Pink as well, with Joe and Amy. Again, different shades of pink and everything, but still. We have a good run here, and we're back to 7th again. Joe's in the wall. We've carried so much speed. We were millimetres away from the wall, and then Pega finds a way back past. Right. It's going to be madness coming out of this. Coming off this bridge. Oh, I've got no slipstream. Gliska. Oh! Gliska did not realise Impega was there with a run, I don't think. Mute has a run. Mute. Oh, we're going for it. Down the inside. Into the final couple of corners. Oh, well, we were testing it before. We have got the slipstream from Danger Man. Mute is not going to be able to get alongside. Am I close enough to get a slipstream pull to the line here? We've got the run. Oh, Mute's gonna... Oh, I don't know. I think Mute might have done it. Mute had to run on me. Danger Man moved across to try and block the toe, but in doing so made it slow. Oh, we got it, but just. Oh, that was one hell of a... that was a hell of a run to the line. It's a hell of a slipstream. I knew that move might be the critical one. We played the risk. We could have fallen off. If anyone had moved across, we would have fallen off. But it was worth it. Team Orange claimed 2 victories. Admittedly, we didn't get Team Orange 1-2, but it is Team Orange at the Los Santos Heights circuit that reigns supreme. Yeah, Mute gets second. Danger Man a little bit unlucky with the third. It was first out of that final corner, but couldn't quite make it work. Longbow ends up 4th. Gliska was unlucky as well a little bit at the end of that one. But that was great fun. That was great fun. I enjoyed that track. Thank you very much to Impega for building that wonderful circuit. And of course, thank you all very much for watching. However, that is going to be it from me. Until next time, goodbye.